Hey guys, the college is finally out and I'm traveling back, so we have a checklist. Yeah, so whenever I travel, I tend to forget, the littlest thing. So I always have a checklist with me. I separate it into different categories like clothes, inner, self-care, hygiene, accessories, and anything additional that I have to put on there. So I wanted to take a minute to talk about the books that I'm bringing with me. So these are the ones. So the first one is Temporary People by Deepak Unikrishnan. So this is basically about all the people in like all the labor in the Gulf, and it talks about how their stories on a personal level, and it covers a lot of aspects. Like it talks about I don't know exactly trafficking. I'm not really sure about prostitution and how people live away from their families. Next, we have Love Curry. I got this on a lock the box sale. It was online, and like these books are not like really talked about that much. But then this one has a blurb by Sushant Singh Rajput, which really enticed me. Like I think he wrote this mixed potpourri of love and humor rocks. So I really want to pick this up because I wanted. I'm kind of interested in getting to know what he'd like, and the story is quite interesting as well. So it's basically about three flatmates who are from different ethnicities and they fall in love with the same girl. I think one is a Pakistani, one's an Indian, and one is I think from Bangladesh. I'm not sure. So the next one is 2 years, 8 months, and 28 nights by Salman Rushdie. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. So this one is about how lightning or like a storm takes place. Lightning happens in New York, and then suddenly everyone has these weird ass powers. So they talk about different powers, and I think the experience it gives me a lot of flash vibes. Next, I walked into a book signing of Nancy Katyal, and that is when she was like introducing this book, and it was launched in at Solos in Baner, and I happened to walk into it, and it was the first book cafe that I ever walked in. I ever attended a book cafe. It was the first book signing that I ever attended, a book launch rather that I ever attended. And my dad was like, "Let's just get the book. Let's be supportive of her." Lastly, we have My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. I have been dying to read a book by Tessa Bailey. So this is about how a brother and sister go on this vacation, and then they happen to find this dead body in this house that they rented, and then this bounty hunter enters, tries to figure out who the murderer is, and like the sister kind of helps him. She's an elementary school teacher. So I think there's gonna be a lot of banter. I really enjoy that in books, and I cannot wait to devour this. These are the books I'm taking, and I'm really, really excited for them. The first day back was so relaxing. I just kicked back with a book and I relaxed at my aunt's place. So I hung out with my brothers that day and we really did nothing much. We just talked. It was fun to catch up. And then later that afternoon, I went to the supermarket walking with my brother. And the house and the place, the area that my auntie lives in is so beautiful. The next day, my dad came over all the way from LA to Dubai, and we went for a ride. Like we all got up and we went to Oasis Center. So this is one of the places we used to go to when we were kids, and it has a lot of memories attached to it, obviously. And there's also this beautiful secondhand bookstore down, like at the parking level, and then you have books for just 10 and 20 dirhams. I of course picked something up from here.
So it's Friday, and since we drove back home in Alen last night, we had to make a trip from Alen to Abu Dhabi because it was a Friday, and my dad does that every Friday for work. So it was. We also spotted his office along the way. So once I filled up on snacks, it was time to grab some lunch. So we went to Alwada Mall, which is really close to my dad's office. And after he was done with his work, we decided to visit Galleria Mall, which is such a different experience. This mall was so damn beautiful. Day 4 was probably my favorite because we got to go to the Big Bad Wolf sale. That was the one thing I was excited about since I got there. You guys can see more of that in my next vlog. And we also visited Rohit, and he was really excited because the day before this he got his license. So I guess congratulations are in order. But we had so much fun hanging out together, and then we were back at Auntie's place and we just chilled for the rest of the day.
Two more, three or four.
It's raining in India.
We went all out on a Sunday. We were driving to Mirdiv city center and we crossed this beautiful pineapple building. You guys can't see it here, but it is super pretty. So when we got to the mall, again, this was also pretty and we decided to go play some games. So while the dads relaxed and watched people get into the iFly vestibules, we went to play some bowling and pool.